Greetings everyone, I am Winnie Wriggle, and welcome back to Windrose. We're in Plunder Bay again, and today we're gonna build some houses. Build and chill. Happy Saturday, y'all. I have materials on order. I have made the beginning of a neighborhood. So last time we were together, we built our beautiful warehouse. I think the only thing I've added is a couple of light poles around, and I have extended the dock this direction as we continue our city planning. So same format, I'm keeping it 4 boards wide, trying to follow the coast and give us, and we have our little tide control arches there, as per usual. Trying to give us a little more options for ships. This one's a little more narrow, but the draw is very deep out here. Woo. Keep having Blackbeard ship spawn in the bay, so there's that. I think I may need to sneak a bonfire like underwater in the middle of the bay if I can, to keep things from spawning because they have a anti-spawn radius. That's the only thing I can think of to do. Okay, what I did while you were sleeping, and speaking of sleeping, let's open up Sleepy Chat this morning. How is everybody? Are y'all doing okay? Good morning. All the happy faces. Okay. So what I've done, I added, this is from Gray's suggestion that we didn't quite get to on stream. I added a lift pulley system for the second story of the warehouse. So we have our ramp, so you can roll things out of it super easy, but getting stuff up here might be a little more difficult. So we have a lift system to do that. We still have our little apartment above that I haven't done anything with. But I thought the lift and pulley came out really well. The quote-unquote ropes are just the bound together reed versions of the column. Like, it's messy. I could probably figure out how to finagle that a little better. I think I didn't realize that I needed to make the angles. Oh boy. See, now I can't pick the, I wonder if I could do it from up top. Oh yeah, maybe. Delete that one. And then if I were to say, hit Q and turn our angles down a little bit. There we go. Fix the jankiness. That's it. You know, sometimes you just gotta. Okay, we'll come back and do that later. Okay, but here's what I've done. So we started building the high district, which is the more shishi houses, because they're closer to the main warehouse, right? Where the money flows is where the housing is. Now, right before I started this episode, I realized one of the most important locations we haven't determined is where's the tavern going to go? Like, big medieval 2-story dominating building kind of tavern. And I kind of think we're gonna put it between these two districts. And maybe a little bit up on that hill. Like, there should be more houses here, and maybe the tavern is definitely where it won't get waterlogged. I don't know. I think this is the right place for it. Like, prominently on the point is where the tavern should be. So we'll try to maybe do a little bit of planning about that. But here is the high district so far. I have gone ahead and made one house complete. And I have made the fascia, or the front piece, of the others, so that we can look at the different styles that I'm trying to do. And they're still all very hodgepodge, but we want them, you know, it's a pirate town. Everybody had different ideas about what kind of house they wanted. So this one has a little bay window. It's got the stone lower story. Looks like the upper story was added as an afterthought later. Maybe it started out as a lower story. This is the gentleman, I'm sorry, the lady who lives here is very wealthy, a retired librarian, I believe. And hunter, right? Maybe she was a former ship pirate captain. And we just don't know. She's retired anonymously here. She's got very nice things. But her house is very practical. But all this mahogany from the East Indies, right? And yet, she sleeps on a grass mattress. So, you know, pirate. She has a balcony. Because who wouldn't want a balcony on a tropical paradise island in Plunder Bay? And then her backdrop, she's... No backdrop, she's an avid gardener, right? Loves the flowers. So that's her little hop. And it's funny because the top story looks very piratey and the bottom looks very civilized. And I think that is appropriate for her. I had intended to make these vendor stalls like we had done in the lower dock. And I've decided instead, around the corner from the warehouse, we're going to put vendor stalls on the docks. Like, I will do some kind of pavilion along here. And it'll be the vendory. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Where was that? Of course it was. Feature. I left my water out in the middle of the house. It's been delivered to me, which is lovely. Okay, so vendor pavilion stalls. I want it to be like a, you know, like an open air flea market where the buildings are permanent and then the vendors come in and bring their stuff. Yeah, we're going to do something like that. Like a wooden tent, if you will. But first, we're going to build some houses. Woo. So this next one, a little bit more rustic. We can see the Spanish influence as opposed to the Italian. Got a little, maybe French in this one. It's a little low-roofed, red. Nice things, little garden. And then this one, clearly West Indies, right? And this is a duplex. I had, mostly because I ran out of room, right? I thought we would cram two smaller houses. So these are a 4 by whatever I made them, 4 by 8, 4 by 7. And these are 3 by slightly shorter. They're littler. They may not have an upper story. I haven't decided whether we want tall, narrow duplex. I think maybe we do, just for something visually interesting along here. This whole town, Plunder Bay, is supposed to look like people moved here from all over the world, right? This is the center of trade for our area. A pirate, a flourishing pirate retirement place, right? This is where everybody wants to live. It's kind of like Tortuga in reality, right? Someday I'm gonna marry my girl and move to Tortuga. Well, Plunder Bay is my equivalent of someday I'm gonna settle down and open a shop in Tortuga and get rich, instead of just sailing at the hands of yet another pirate master. Okay, I guess let's start with our little southwestern one. And I think this time we will keep the house. I had made clay walls last time I was using these materials, but I think we want to go ahead and do the plaster. And we're going to make the box, and then I will make holes for windows. Now, I did have doors. Let's do a door in the back. And I think what I want to do is stick with the door that we used for the front door. So in this case, it's that one. And the reason I have snap points is because all of these walls are the little baby walls. So the flooring is the big stone flooring, and then I have skinned the outside with the regular stone to give myself a few more snap points, also to make all the houses, the foundations, look consistent. Because I think they would have built these, they would at least build the stone foundations at the same time that they built the warehouse, right? They're bringing in shiploads of stones as ballast for shipments, and sometimes those stones have to be offloaded, and so they use them for building, right? They didn't get this, although they technically could have gotten stones from the mountain as well, which is probably why we see so many variations. I don't know why that's important to me, but it's fun, right? Figuring out why I think we'll go ahead and do 2 windows on the back. And what do we use here? We use the little round blue ones, which I like. Just simple, and they blend in beautifully. And then let's give them some stairs. We probably won't decorate everything today. Yeah, I feel like they would have the big, like the thick stairs. And I will go ahead and let's give them a little more alleyway here. Where... because every street has a back alley. And this one we might make narrower. I want, if this becomes the next, there we go. It's kind of like this huge, this building is going to go in this space. So this becomes the back side of the pavilion. How wide is our alley, and are there buildings in between it? I feel like there would be maybe maybe a public bath behind the houses. We'll figure something out. I'm going to move our bonfire. Should still cover everything we're building, but slightly out of the way. Okay, that's our downstairs. Are we making this 2-story? I think we are, because I think I want a little symmetry between them. Like, they would have gone up for space. And this one's just going to have, we're going pure Spanish, just going to have a flat roof. But we want to put some stairs in here that aren't, I'm going to use fancy stairs because they get us to the roof faster. Mahogany. I had the others in the other house right in front of the door, and I've decided that breaks the house up too much. So we're going to put them against the wall. Maybe that's the midpoint. I think I want them 1 space back from this. Even though it'll feel... oh, can we get them there? Hold on. Where are my... if I put 4 rocks in here, then that'll give me enough snap points to do stairs off the front one. Because I don't think they would have had a problem having this very narrow approach. I don't think. My reasoning is that I want to put a wall down the middle of this. Oh, you know, with the snap points here, unless I pull it off the stairs. I like the way this turned out on the other. It looked nice with mahogany railing and things. It's kind of trying to give us different rooms, right? I think that's good. We could always run the stairs through the wall, but awkward. I don't know. Like this one. Look at it in here. Where did I put? Oh, I put the stairs in the back. And I did put them right in front of the door because it's the back door. And nobody cares. And that's how it would have been. You would have the back stairs going up to the top. And the front room is empty of stairs. Let's do that again. I think that's a... I did not mean to do that. What door did I use? Pretty wooden one. Maybe. I used a tall one. Tall door? Are you too tall? What door did we use there? I think that was it. Yeah. The big one. The biggin. And I did it backwards. We want the door to open like so. Yeah, that's right. Are you the same? Yes, big tall door. Okay. Stairs in the back. Let's do it. Which means our room kind of needs to be reversed. I think. Or we can cram the stairs. Yep. if we make our floors and walls, and then throw our stairs in here. I wonder, what if I stuck them here? Yeah, that gives us a little more room. It does stick them over into there. I liked the way the other ones work because it gave us... Let me put the wall back. It gave us a little bitty kitchen area underneath the staircase. Yeah, that's totally, you would totally come in. And the stairs would probably be right there. Probably narrower, but we're going to keep them wide because it makes it easier for the character to get up and down. Okay, and then floors. I think in our Spanish house here, we would have elegant mahogany floors. Oops. Two little ones. Can I get down from here? Yes. Just enough to get up here. And maybe the second story. The porch is just sunshade. Wow, it's dark in here. Let's fix that. Probably just going to start with regular torches just to make it light enough. I was watching back the other building stream and it was abysmally dark. Like, I can't believe I spent so long in the dark not lighting things up. Can we do a little bit? There we go. Yeah, we're just gonna have a small upstairs. Floors and walls, and maybe the upstairs is clay. Like, it's kind of a match, but not as fancy. It should be the same color family. Yeah, a little more texture. I'm gonna try to keep the pieces where the walls are inside. And do we want a we could do a narrow balcony here because I managed to get the stairs cut in. And maybe the narrow balcony has a big door. Dramatic doors. Or maybe just really tall windows? No. You pretend the windows are doors. Y'all open. Oh, totally. That's totally a balcony door. That's beautiful. Sorry, terrace door, right? Yeah. Maybe a window next to it. Where's the wall? Let's get the clay out. And this story, definitely not as high. That's the ground floor, maybe. And then we'll do the windows that match. I'm going to turn them around so they open out. Yep. So those will be our windows up here. So let's make holes for those. Also out of the clay. Nice. And I think in this case our sidewalls would just be solid. Rav, how's it going? Doors for Hagrid. So true. Hey, Gray. I mean, that's a balcony door, right? It looks just like the French Quarter. Look at it. Totally worth it. I love reusing parts that aren't supposed to be used for the thing that I'm using them for. The Pirate Bay is going well. We're in the housing district today. Building the high district, I think. What if I should have made the foundation match this material. You know what? It's too late now. Too late now. Oh, it smells like somebody's having a fire. I hope that's a controlled burn and not why do I smell fire when I live in the deep woods. And yes, I'm talking about real life. We'll hope. If I suddenly disappear, you'll know why. Yeah, it smells like trash fire. We did just recently get rain, so I think our fire risk is finally down to normal levels, but we live in an area where our fire risk is very, very important to pay attention to. Can you use those on that? No, I think I'm going to use the wood. I feel like that's too... We're just going to go narrow wood. Rab says, someone in your apartment keeps trying to cook. Somebody else has to tell them it's never going to happen. We respect the attempt. Please stop trying to burn down the apartment. Is that what you're saying? Get our little narrow alley here. And do both trims. Go to your home. There it is. No balcony on this side, but I will mimic the pillars. Oops. So that we get some, you know, consistency of design. Somebody was obsessed with wooden beams in this house. Sure. Okay, let's finish the windows here. Windows and doors. I want you to open out. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's get some lights. Just enough so it's not pitch black in here. And never forget the importance of outdoor lighting. I've spent quite a bit of time running around town making sure we have lighting. Okay, and then fences. I think we're going to go... What did I use in the front? I'm pretty sure I used the stone. Yeah, okay. We'll maintain consistency and go stone for the back balcony. And do they want a little... If I turn snapping off, I might be able to get you to sit there. No, you hate me. Can we do that more than once? Yeah, can we do it 3 times? Nice. My kingdom for an upside down... triangle. Like an angled... We don't have any... We have some in plaster. But not in... Oh, maybe that'll work. I just want to kind of try to add structure-ish. Wow, that's really thick. Can we do that with a mahogany beam maybe instead? Nope, I don't like any of that. What about just adding a little mahogany beam under the edge? Wow, why do you stick out so much? Oh, there we go. Overlap for the win. Looks like there's all kinds of snap points on here. That's kind of cool. It's gonna stick out inside though. Okay. I'm done fussing. We got more houses to build. Let me put a light back here. Decoration. Koala. Good morning. Nice build. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, back here I am going to be fancy and put a 1 iron candlestick. Whatever that word is. And here I'm going to upgrade these as well. To probably the pirate looking candles. I mean, I wish there was a lantern version of this. Do we not? We don't have lanterns that hang on the wall. Like, I need a mountable wall lantern for outside that doesn't need a chain. Game. Just saying. Okay, I think that's good. We're not going to put roofs on those balconies. They're sun only. But I am going to do just a little bit on the inside. Gray says, oh, had the cooking happened last week at your place? At first it smelled like your neighbor was grilling. Then it started to smell like burning plastic. And a lot more smoke was coming up, but it turned out okay. Oh dear. Rav says it's amazing how bad apartment fires can be without being catastrophic. Amen. Hotel fires too. Kind of scary. Gray, you just got back from your first sailboat excursion in Vintage Story. You're putting away all of your gathered loot. That's cool. How'd she do? Was it fun? I bet it's fun to do the sailboat. So excited about being able to sail. Okay, I'll do what I did in the other house. You can see it being built this time. Very simple. I just put the... What are these? Marble floors. And then I used the mahogany walls. And there is a mahogany triangle that... Oops. That fits down in that little cubby. There we go. And then as we know, the only thing you need to do to turn a room into a kitchen is put down a bucket and a cup. Ta-da! Kitchen. Amazing. And then I did go ahead and fetch some of the hardwood and stuff so we can make the tables. Maybe their kitchen table is square. And they have the cute round stools. Right? And then their front room. I made a fancy fireplace in the other one. Let's see if I can make one out of... The problem is we don't have a sloped plaster wall. But I have triangular plaster walls, so maybe we can just do something like this. And it will look like a fireplace-ish. And then if I used a floor that looked like a mantelpiece. And then maybe some... Oh, that's... She's a thick boy. Let's go. This and this. And we can just pretend there's a chimney back there. I mean, I could... It's very dark in that alley. Could we make it stone? I am. Not gonna be able to place that there, are I? Gonna have to go back here. Yeah, the illusion of... Yeah, that's good. Actual fireplace. And then our little lame trick of unsnapping and putting down just a couple of crossed logs. You know, it's like cartoon fire. It's perfect. And maybe we can put... This is where I need to unlock the little model ships one. There are model ships. They're ship miniatures that we haven't unlocked. And that is tragic. For now, we're going to use a plants. And then I forgot to bring the feathers. Just going to have a little chair there. And I do have... Did I bring feathers? No, but I brought the leather. I have one little chair in front of the fireplace with a little... what looks like a table, but is actually a stool. With your mug of something. Another cup. Because we can. Nice. And someday we'll have carpets. That's it. That's all of our decor. Oh, and we need a roof. And let's see. Let's do... I'm going to use the marble as a roof because it has beams. Oh, you know, I'd really like these to be up higher. Where we're the edge of the roof. Okay, let's do that. I'm having a, let me grab an angle so I can get up here. We're going to do a little half wall all the way around the top. Your trip went well. The canal you carved worked. Oh, good. It got you to the sea without grounding the boat. You end up doing it 2 deep or 3. You still never found the blueprint you were looking for, but you're going to try again. Oh, with the Vintage Story roofing mod. It wasn't working well the first time. Interesting. Let's do... plaster up here. We're making a sandwich. Okay. Now I want to put the roof on. We're never going to see the top of this, so it doesn't matter that it's red on top. What I want are these beams. And the plaster look of it, right? Thank goodness there's no flying in this game. And if we were super cool, we would also put these guys in here, because there should be snap points, yep. Just 3 of them. There we go. So it's very, because it makes the room very warm to have the beams. And fences, I think they're just fancy enough to have the railing. And then I'm going to cover up. How little is the mahogany? Little. Good. Put a little edge there. And I would put railing on the stairs. Like, we could put it partway down. But I think we're going to run into problems actually being able to get up and down the stairs if I did it the whole way. Maybe we do that much. Yep. Nice. And there. I love how this woven wall, like, looks luxurious with the mahogany. Like, it's just woven reeds, but the color scheme. We get the matchy-matchy. Okay, I'm going to put a bed up here. We have terrible beds right now. However, comma. Mostly it's just a place for Winnie to sleep. 3 deep, okay. Yeah, good call. It's more complicated to get a roof pitched and looking right. And what materials it'll accept at one point is less than clear. I tried that, but it just wasn't working. It occurred to you that thatch might only work with the more primitive frames and not the lumber frame. Maybe. I feel like the roofing mod you're working with is not the same one that I'm thinking of. Terrible beds, right? Something else in common with the French Quarter, right? Oh, that's so true. Oh, wait. What did I do? I slept till dark. Hold on. Let's do that one more time. I was trying to get it daylight. Y'all spend the entire last building episode, it was nighttime. And I just realized that is doing y'all and the builds a disservice. Okay. House number 2, complete. And we'll, like, as we walk by it a couple times, we might add more details. But there we go. A little southwestern. Sorry, southern Spain. Possibly. / Mediterranean. Okay, now we're going to go quaint on this one. And I think what I want to do... I think I am not wanting the sloped roof here, even though I took time to make that do a thing. I think I want... I say that. Like, some beautiful little elegance to what I've done here. But, we're changing it because it started to look too samey. So instead... buy my mahogany beams. There we go. What I would like to do is make it A-frame with a super low roof. I'm hoping... What's your angle? Yeah, that'll work. Okay, good. And I want to put it... If we get it a little bit of... Give it a little external frame. So you want overlap, right? I don't want to hook the roof right to the edge of the support. I want it to hook to... Let's do V so I can look at the top of it. Yep. I want it to snap there. Right? And if you would snap for me, please. That's good, which means we should be able to use those. I think we're just going to go straight back. So let's go around here. This is one where I'm doing the reverse. I'm doing the roof first and then the house. Sometimes it's easier to build backwards. And we're going to go... We're not going to overhang there. Now, we have to be very careful because right now this roof is only anchored at those front points. I do not want to delete... Yeah, I knew that was going to come close. Okay. We don't want to delete those pieces. Just a little one-story? Yeah, probably with vaulted ceilings. It'll be fine. Floors and walls. Floors and walls. Floors and what are we doing? Stone in this one. And probably with more windows than the last one had. Although, maybe not until we get back there. If we're super cool. Nope, I need you to snap here. And not be an eyesore, so I think we're gonna put this one, because I believe this is gonna make a line in the roof. Yeah. which I'm okay with if it's this flavor. All the way out to the edge. Yes. Okay, now I don't worry about our roof not being anchored to something. And it's not too much of an eyesore to have that sticking up. Hopefully. Back to the stone. And we're just gonna draw some windows in here. And I think as this is gonna be a one room kind of thing, do we have a back door? I think it's weird not to have a back door. What door do we use? The square one. This one. Boom. You need to get started on the weekend chores. Have a good day. Okay, great. Take care. Thanks for hanging out. Weekend chores. I think we're gonna do stone entirely back here. And we will hang the roofs over the edge, but by the edge like this. And I love that this set has one for each angle because it's got a lip. And then I think that is the actual edge one. Hold on. If I turn it around, yeah, there we go. Nice. And then back to walls. And we have triangles. Oh, they need to be the slopey triangles. Right? Huh. Oop. My bad. Zutalar, I have deleted one. There it is. I was kind of hoping maybe to stick a baby window in there. Does those stick up, or is that right? That does stick up. I kind of got it backwards. Okay. I pushed those too far to the side. They do not need to be that deep in. That is where they should be. Beautiful. Which means we could have a weird little window up here. What do I have in the front? The stained glass ones. Nope. I like. I think we'll just stick the square ones in there. Oh, I can't get them to... They're not happy about that. What if I did this? Oh, they do not... Nope. I can't select that one now either. Of course. Okay, we're just gonna have layers of triangular walls up here, since they're more forgiving for snapping. And I'm pressing V to change my view angle, in case that was unclear. And these should just be matchy-matchy to the front. We used the cute little red windows. We like that. For the back windows, maybe we use a different back window. No, I want the woods to match. At the very least. Yeah, the back window. Maybe they could only afford the front stained glass. And we need stairs. What do we do there? We did those. Trying not to make them so samey. Like this, some of them just have the pirate plank stairs. Like stairs were an afterthought. Or do they have the super slopey ones? Yeah, kind of like that. I like it. Okay, and then did we want some structural kind of integrity here? Not everywhere. I don't think this house needs as much because it's so straightforward. Definitely there and there. And then let's put some lights in so we can all see. Oh my gosh, where are my lights? Okay. And we'll put real candles in here. Good. Oh, we need windows back here. It's gonna bother me. Like they need to open out. Okay, there we go. And maybe I'm gonna kind of try to. I wish the timber beams stuck out more. I'm just gonna do them through here. I don't think we need it. I don't think we need it across the back, do we? Not really. I don't want to interrupt those windows. I think this is purely an inside detail to help separate the two wall colors. I'll do the same thing over here. Oops. Only this time, maybe just one little window. There we go. And then a bunch of blank wall. And we could probably separate the space with clay walls, potentially. Which means this window probably shouldn't be a thing. And I don't know that we need to go up to the roof. Wouldn't they have... Hold on, they would have the sticks not facing the front door. Maybe the back is very narrow. Right, and then a beam across the top. I'm trying to use words while I build. There we go. And maybe our beams aren't as big in here, and maybe they're nicer. Can we go draw, do a thing? There we go. Sometimes it doesn't want to go. Go to your home. Okay. Yes, yes. And then we can do the same trick here. Not tricks, just style. Oops, I made this backwards again. You are backwards. Oh, it's just the nature of that corner. Okay, it's fine. The door should be here. Yes. And then just a couple of... What's that? Like, I haven't figured these beams out. I don't know what you're supposed to do with them. It's mahogany. Doesn't have as much coverage as the plain timber, though. Like, that's a nice beam on the clay. That's a really good division. Let's put more lights, because I know it's dark. It's really hard to see. Put another light over here. That just does not light anything up in that corner. Can you do a better job lighting over here, please? Thank you. And this would absolutely be the kitchen. But I think we might have spent all of our money on the house, and so our kitchen is a little more practical. Right. And then what makes a kitchen? A bucket. And a mug. And maybe some baskets. And if we were cool, maybe peppers. There we go. Totally kitchen. And I think it would be kitchen and bedroom. Put the fancy bed here. Like there would be... Can I make up a folding screen? Let's see if we can do that. Let's see if I had walls. Mahogany is too thick. What else do we have? We have this. And if I did... Right? And then we gave it a little... That's hefty. Hold on. I think we need this. Maybe this is the place for the skinny mahogany. Yeah. You gonna... Is that snapping? It is. And I definitely want the mahogany on the top. Folding screen with bed. Right? I love it. And of course there would be a table, but a makeshift one. Like, not everybody has all the things all the time. Decoration, but maybe they have a nice stool. Right? There we go. Then we get like ambient lighting back there. Kitchen. Bed. Which means their like dining table thing would be out here. If they had one. What do we have? We could do a big fishy table. And then hodgepodgey stools. Something like that. Okay, and there's no upstairs, and did I get this wall done? No. Let's finish this wall. Wall. Do we make it plaster? Like the sidewalls? No, I think it should match the back where it is the stone that matches the rest. And we're just gonna leave that up there. And I don't think we need... Ooh, maybe we do. Also, y'all need to step back. There we go. Perhaps I need a... In fact, y'all can just go away entirely. Good, good. And... Should we do... I feel like I should do a little... Where's the upright mahogany? Nope, it's terrible looking. Do you just go up into the roof? Seems weird. How about we don't put pillars on this one? I think we could have... Too big. Is it structurally sound? Don't know. We could make it that way. I kind of want this piece to go right through the middle of those. Let's see if I can make that work. Like, if you snapped here? Yeah. Because the roof has structural support now. That's much better. Looks-wise, I think. Should I have used a longer beam, maybe? No. Right angle, wrong piece. Nope, the little piece is better. This one just needs a little brace to carry the load down there. And you don't need pillars, you just have a little fence. Super simple. One room, well, 2 rooms. And then we'll make you a fireplace too. And I think the fireplace would be... We'll corner it and it would be raw stone. So we'll get to use this. Just like the indication, right? Like, is that actually a real chimney? No. But is it cool? Yes, absolutely. Wish there were a half. There we go. And then pillars and beams, and we use our little sideways log with snapping turned off. Cartoon fire pit. Lovely. That's pretty good. There might be other pieces of furniture in here. I have a bench. I don't know that they have elegant anything. Table, a desk. Like, that's all so... Like, how about an elegant table and crappy stools? I think that would be a thing. For sure. And maybe some, the cool bookshelf. But also full of books. Because you just never know. And manuscripts. Nice. Keep spending all their money on books. Yeah, at some point there are pretty beds to unlock. I just haven't gotten there yet. Okay, that's 2 or 3 of 4. Now we have the duplexes. Okay, let me check my... I've used up all the wood I brought. Pardon me, got a coughing fit. Time for some coffee. I'm trying to think if I added anything else while y'all were sleeping. Not really. We did this together last time. The junk shop guy, this is my favorite. That's absolutely my favorite build. So much fun, and there were plenty of pieces. Sorry, I'm having allergy. Terrible. Blah. I'm having to mute to cough. Here we go. Fix that with a anti-sneezing pill. Get all this together. That's really bright with all those lamps. I don't think I can... Oh, wait. I didn't even check. Can I turn them off? No. That's a request. And then, of course, the bar/restaurant down here. And this makes sense because the tavern is going to be kind of a hop and a skip behind here. I did add the pillars for the lights in this district. I have not added the lights because I haven't built a bonfire out here again yet. Maybe we'll work on the vendor pavilion. We've done good. 1 hour, we got 2 houses done. Very exciting. It helps that I planned them, I think. I was gonna not give these 2 a back door, but part of the reason the back door works so well is that it gives the street on the back side, like, I don't have to build 2 houses. It's the same house, and we're using the back, right? So this is a, I don't know if it's trompe-l'oeil, but I would call this a Hollywood lot trick, right? Using the fascia of an existing building to present a different image from the other side. We are very lacking in wood. I have an order placed. We'll see if it gets here in time. Floors and walls. We have to go out and hunt pirate ships. These are going to be like identical with the exception of a couple of things. And I think we are going to make an upstairs for these. I think they're just too tiny otherwise. Right? Just drawing some windows here in the back. And we'll go with the windows that match. You know what? Let's go a little more rustic on these. Match the doors. Oh. I will be right back. I am back. Let's pick the stairs. What are these? Can we use wooden on those? I feel like these would be the just the rudimentary stone stoops. Oh, unless we want to make an actual porch. Do I want to do that? Maybe. Maybe we do. I don't know what we're doing here. I don't know how we're going to transition up to greener pastures. Or if this becomes a really narrow... Like this, the street narrows way down here. Possibly. Yeah, I have no idea. Okay, these have the plaster fascia, but we're doing the stone backs. Maybe even rough stone inside. Except for the joining wall. Which means I should probably think about windows over here. At least on one side. What? I don't know. That's weird and stripy. I don't like that. Nope. Let's go with clean stone. No weird stripey for us. Why is that crooked? It's weird. Can I turn you around? Better. Not great, but it's better. Pillars and beams to the rescue here. Yep. I think... I feel like maybe we have enough plaster. It's time to go back to stone. Just for the support beams. I'm gonna leave the fascia. So it's a mixture. Yep, I like that better. We are gonna do 2 stories on here. Otherwise, I think they're too small. And we'll keep the sides stone. And they'll be mirrors of each other. So we would have... we absolutely will have the stairs go up here. And that should be true on both sides. Right? Even though there'll be a wall between them. Oops. I don't know where that went. Like a so. And where's the floor? One more up. Is that stone? Yes. Let's just make the whole thing. We're regardless of fascia, this last layer will be the dry stone. Nice. And then maybe wooden upstairs or clay upstairs like the other one. Don't know. Let's make floors first. Definitely planking. And not the great kind. Maybe this top is a balcony, not a room. Pirate Town, Pirate Town. We have plaster, we have siding. Maybe this siding is logs. Big log with the moss. Let's see what that looks like. Like just in contrast terms. Because we need, like, visually you want things to be interesting, not samey. I think that's a little too rustic. What if we used the clay? That looks like a better match. Let's sleep. I'm doing this in the dark again. Which is not good. Just think, this way we get to come look at every house. Every time Winnie uses a bed. Okay. Is the sun up? It's hard to tell. No. I just sleep until night? What happened? Yes, I did. There's morning. Maybe. Possibly. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I think with some kind of log or divider, that's a good lighter weight upper story. Do we like this? No, I think this was a mistake. Let's see. At least on the sides where it's already limestone, it needs to be limestone. Yes. Nope. That's good. That may just continue up. Or do we transition to logs? No, I think we continue up. And then somewhere along here... between it there? Yeah. Maybe even both. Too stripey? I don't know. The idea is to make them different, but I don't know. Sometimes too different might be... Oops. Where is that? There it is. Hello, where are you? There it is. Like, where is my snap point? I mean, there's a lot of rum in this town, right? Much rum consumed while buildings are being built. That's good. Okay. Not the logs, definitely the clay. Which means we probably should have some windows up here. We make this story really short. Oops. Come on. Go up the stairs, please. Oh, I see. We're missing these stairs because I'm out of wood. Oh, no. That is not a good thing. Here's hoping we've been streaming long enough that my wood orders come in. Otherwise, we're headed out into up into the mountains to get some. We should be like just barely. Order another load while we're... I did want to go take a peek at the new biomes. Oh yeah, I got here. Okay, let's get some more. That may be enough to finish the current house. Oh, let's put our dollars away. I've spent 2,000 coin on materials in the last 24 hours. It is resource intensive to make a build this big, but I think it's going to be worth it. Oh, wrong house. Oh, it's dark. Wow, super dark. Let's fix that. Maybe this whole episode's gonna be me going, holy crap, it's dark. I bet y'all can't see anything when I'm in these houses. There we go. Okay, stairs. Once more with feeling. Boom. Boom. And... what are we using? The little clay. We can make that... somehow we'll figure out how to make this look fancy. I'm gonna go ahead and put a limestone wall down the middle. I fit through there? No. Great. Okay. I really don't think there would be windows on this side. Only on the ends. The long, boring box. Da da da. Building, building. Okay, windows. Would we use the little janky ones? Or would they have tiny fancy ones? I feel like tiny fancy ones would be good. A little bit of character. And then... roof. We've done a pointed, we've done a flat, we've done a sloped. This is kind of big, right? Would they be roofed as one building or two? I think two would be more interesting. I'm going to do a super crazy sloped one on one and a very flat one on the other. Whatever, yeah, I do have the really high pitched. I think this will be okay. Because there should be a little piece I can stick in the end. Go to your home. Yep. So that it sticks out, and they should just meet in the middle. Or do we need the roof cap? We do need the roof cap. That's fine. I kind of want them to stick out, but maybe let's see what this looks like. We can always delete it. Tell me you have a pointy cap. You do, but it doesn't fit. Okay. So do we need two of these again? Yes. The slope is so high. We need an actual additional roof piece. Okay, what does that look like? I think it has to be not overlapping or not at an extra angle, because otherwise it would stick into the room of the house next door. Which begs the question. Would this one go this way? Like maybe there was a fight over which way the roof should go. And this one goes that way. Maybe it doesn't go up to a point, but it goes at least too high. Come and get up there. It would be funny. And I think we have enough pieces to fill in that side. Oh. Maybe. Like I have corner. Oh my lord. I'm going to get up on. I can't stand up on that roof. Hold on. Let's make a ceiling thing I can stand on. And then a way to get up there. Oops. Sometimes I like the whole, hey, I can look from a higher angle, and sometimes it just makes things more difficult. Why will you go there, but not on that one? Do you need to be a narrow one? Oh my god, thank you. Jeez Louise. Oops, I fell down. Why is roofing so hard? Roofing is hard. Don't like it. Oh, there it is. Go to your home. There it is. Yep. Just gotta put them on in the right order. And then that should be, if we go down and look at it, that should be invisible. Yeah. Nice. Get, look. Crazy. It looks like a completely different house built on top of that. I think that's fine, except for these. Whatever that is. Let's do... Yeah, that's better. Yeah, it's much better. That's good. It's very good, actually. It does look like a completely different house. Maybe... Let's use... is the wood weird? No, that's pretty good, actually. Okay, let's change that on the ends, too. I still like the mahogany trim. Oh, you know, I didn't make a door to that balcony. It might not be... Might not end up being a functional balcony. Just a decorative one. So if I did... Oh, I'm so glad that spacing works. Is that cool? I mean, there's some jank up there, but... It started off nice, like the ground floor, and then they were like, we need more space, and they expanded very cheaply. But I think that's very effective. What if I've been looking at pictures of medieval, like all kinds of medieval structures, and one thing that I'm absolutely fascinated by is that their roofing is the definition of chaos. And I don't think I really realized that before. That it's mixed materials, it's mixed shapes. They all end up covering the thing that needs to be covered, but none of it is none of it is uniform. Or makes sense in any real way. Okay, you are... Tell me you match. I need stairs. Roofs are the best building ramps, by the way. They're cheap. Oh, there we go. And tell me you have a little doodermahickey. Yeah, can we turn you around? No, you're not the right size. How about you? Yes, perfect. Okay, and then that begs the question, what does the side look like? One of the hardest parts of roofing is between the wall and the roof, what is it made of? I think we're gonna go siding in this case. Probably with windows. Because I believe I have narrow plank, yes, chunks that we can use. Yep, the narrow triangle. We probably need maybe... all this because I want stupid windows. There we go. And then we plank triangles. Like that. I don't even care if those stick up. We can't tell from here. And we're going... Oops. Old school salty windows. Also, it's dark again. How's that look? Looks pretty cool. Does look like I built a giant house on top of another one, but I think that's perfectly appropriate. The closer you get to the warehouse, the nicer the house is, right? And then this is nice but small, and then suddenly we're like about to round the corner to the tavern in the lower end district. And big house, but it's actually turned into a duplex. I love the duplex thing. Okay. Lights. Let's do it on both sides, because, ooh, it's dark. We can get I'll get all fancy and interior decorating in here at some point. Because they're worth... I think it'd be worth doing this house in particular to see the chaos. Okay, what did I decide? Planks was good here. Let's do that again. Except I do want a window. So, let's build with little planks, like so. And our window is going to be funky. Oh, that needs to be... All of these need to be the tall narrow. Which is, for some reason, that spacing looks incorrect when I'm picking it out versus what's actually happening. Why is that so tall? Who knows? Let's go with entertaining window. And... yeah, I gotta do it. The one little woven one up there. That's good. Except for this not having... What slope are we using up here? One more straw piece? Yep. Even though it's gonna dig in. There we go. And is that... that needs to be... one of these. Oops. Over here. Can we... Nope, I'm gonna have to use stairs to get up there. Let's do this. Come up here in this corner. And maybe lower. And then so we can cram this in there. Yes, thank you. Okay. Lovely. Oh, I don't have enough rope for those. That's an easy fix. Hold on. Easy fix. Rope. Craft. Because I don't need many. I need like a handful. just a wee bit of rope. I think they would have railing. I mean, to be fair, it'd probably be solid walls because the upstairs would be broken into little rooms. But this is what we're going to go with. And I'm not going to close up that passageway yet because I need to go back and forth. Oh, we forgot windows down here. What do we use on the other side? Like, y'all have the fancy ones in front. The one stained glass each. And then I think I just used the pirate windows, yeah, on the back. The pirate windows. Yeah, perfect. Okay, now here's where I forgot a whole side. We'll fix that first. Here's where we're gonna take the shape that we have. Go to your home. There we go. Need the little jump. Oh, I'm out of wood. I'm like out of wood, I think. I think we are super out of wood. We are completely 100% out of wood. All projects stopping. Let me empty my pockets. And we'll go play around in the ocean and get an inventory full of wood from our fellow pirates. Why do I have one crab leg? I have some food. I have, ooh, no bullets. Let's run home. Grab some bullets. And we'll go pick up some flotsam and raid some pirate ships and get a bunch of wood. Because sometimes you just need to play some pirates too. Building and pirates. Oh my god, gunpowder. Excellent. Not that I really need gunpowder for ship stuff. And we're going to start down here. Well, I say that. Yeah, it's fine. Our ship is here. Brigadoon. Let's go play. Let's go, gang. Sailing out of our own port city. Pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. Look at that. Brunch served up lovely. Just for us. Guess we've been... to the hull! How are you doing? Let's do a little of that. For the grog. Maybe a little of that. Especially against a level 10. Just in case. Because we need both wood and money to buy more. That's ideally what we're doing. Nice. Oh, you know what? Hey now. Rude. Nope. Nice. 7 we just didn't do anything to. you. Right with you. Almost. Come here. Mr. Ship. Beautiful.
Enemy's been sunk.
Nice. Did you just spawn in here, dude? That's not cool.
That's
I'm
finished.
picking up the trash. Giant circles while everything sinks. I feel like we missed a I missed a ship loot thing. Oh no, this will be the third. Okay. Pirates, pirates.
Read the canvas. Get the wind. Read the canvas.
Come on. Come on. I'm totally in plenty of room for this to happen. Oh my god. Why? Sometimes it doesn't acknowledge that you're next to it in time, or my spacebar doesn't work. Let's go. There we go. Doom. Knocked him off. That was hilarious. Oops. Come on. Whoop. Nice. Very good, very good. Good job, gang.
Ship's under your hand, Captain. More sail, more speed.
gunboats. Oh, I think that's a wreck we want to go grab. I'm just gonna pick this one up first. Just gonna troll back and forth. It's way more fun than standing in the woods and cutting down trees. Just saying.
Sails. Catch the wind. Now, lads, whiskey is the
Gotta have some shanties.
whiskey, Johnny. I drink whiskey when I can. Oh, whiskey for my Johnny.
Okay. Where'd all the loot get? There it is. I'm like, we lost the loot, we lost the ships. It got foggy.
Whiskey from an old tin can. Oh, whiskey for my Johnny. Oh, whiskey made me on my clothes. Oh, whiskey, Johnny. Whiskey gave me this red nose. Oh, whiskey for my Johnny.
Gonna do probably
And whiskey there. Oh, whiskey.
both gangs of 4. So we can get them in smaller groups. No. That's the ship we got rid of that I missed. Let's try it. Come on, reload, gang. Ooh, that's a good mark. A little bit. Not great. Better. Nice. Oh, sunk that one. Wow. Guess that was a point blank. It's too far, but we'll try. Rude. Nice.
Enemy ship's gone, Captain.
Nope, nope.
That's the hull.
Come back here. We would like to take your cargo. Thank you.
Read the canvas.
Nope. Balls. Just going too fast when we get up to them. I think I'm being too precise. I think it's like, don't be quite so close to the ship. Maybe.
Catch the wind.
Yeah, it's at the turning radius of a small city.
Read the canvas.
People of them will kind of,
Lead off speed.
not close enough. Started too far. Yeah, no joke. Wait. Coming back around. Hello? I mean, we're right here. What's happening? Why? 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 With my space bar? Like, how is that not perfectly aligned? Forward. There we go. I think it's got a tiny delay in its am I able to board? Yay, that bleed finally killed him. Jeez Louise. Woo!
Deck's clear!
Deck's clear! Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go. Grab this. Did I miss any of these out here? I don't think so. Don't think so. $7 coins, not bad. Isn't there a... There it is. Now I'm just hunting wood floating in the water. Well, let's do that. Shanties while we sail.
Full of toil and strife, where women undergo. We don't give a damn when the gale is done, how hard the winds did blow. 'Cause we're homeward bound, it's the grand old sound on a good ship tossed
all the loot.
When we drink our rum with the girls of old Maui. Rolling down to old Maui, me boys. Rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground. Rolling down to old Maui. How soft the breeze of the tropical seas. Now the
I
ice
think
is for us.
sailing on a ship would be incredible. Dangerous and scary and amazing.
Even now their big black eyes look out, hoping some fine day to see our baggy sails running for the gales, rolling down to old Maui, rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui. Hear this! Oh, whiskey is the life of man. Oh, whiskey, Johnny.
I've almost got it where I know how close I have to be to pick it up.
Oh, whiskey for my Johnny. Oh, whiskey is the
Oh, look.
life of man. Oh, whiskey,
A lonely transport.
Johnny. Whiskey from an old tin can.
Like, I'm not gonna waste the grog, right? Come closer. Aw, really?
Lead off speed.
Bugger. A little bit. How are you turning faster than me, huh? Same shit.
More sail, more speed! Use the sail!
See how that one went, like, incredibly well. Don't know. I feel like the hitbox is back of their ships. Like the target area is like a weird rectangle towards the rear. want the loot.
Lead off speed. There's more sail. Come on. Oh, Maggie, Maggie, May, they're taking you away. Just sail upon Van Diemen's cruel shore. Oh, you robbed so many whalers and many drunken sailors, but you'll never cruise round Liverpool no more. Now come here, all you sailors, hold and listen to me tell. I know you all will sadly pity me.
Right, this is the last one, I think.
In the port of Liverpool on the voyage when I first paid off from sea.
And we'll kind of turn towards home.
As I jingled in me ten, I was sadly taken in by a lady.
What does tinglin' ten mean? Oh. That's the old one. Let's pick that up. All the prizes. Loot Goblin activated. Oh, we're minus. Of course it is. Start turning, yep.
Well, next morning when I awoke and I found that I was broke, I hadn't got a penny I could find. So I had to pawn me suit, me Johnells and me bolts down in the Parkling pawn shop number 9. Oh, Maggie, Maggie May, they've taken you away to slave upon Van Diemen's cruel shore. Oh, you robbed so many whalers and many drunken sailors, but you'll never cruise round Liverpool no more. Oh, you thieving Maggie May, you robbed me of me pay when I slept with you last night ashore. Oh, it's guilty the jury found her of robbing a homeward bounder, and she'll never roll down Paradise Street no more. She was chained and sent away from Liverpool.
So much lumber.
The lads all cheered as she sailed down the bay. And every sailor lad,
That should be enough to finish up the house. Oh, it's like a little line of loot just for us. You just have to hang out in the water long enough for the loot generator to be like, oh, you're gonna be here for a while here. Have like 20 different things to pick up.
Command the capstan, see the cable run down clear, heave away, and with the will, boys, for Tortuga we will steer, and we'll sing in joyful chorus in the watches of the night, and we'll sight shores of Tortuga when the grey dawn brings the light. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to dear Tortuga.
Oh, I didn't mean to pick a fight. Should be a short one. Not too shabby. pick this up and teleport. Teleport away. Let's go. Home only because I want to empty. That. Put these in here. 800. It's not bad. Not a bad haul. A little bit of salt. A few stacks of wood. Did that give this long enough to be delivered? I bet it's still. But it's still sailing home. Yeah, sailing back. It's okay. We shall sleep. Sleeping in my bed, lady. At least she has a cool hat. Mm-hmm. Just gonna re-up on healing potions. And bandages. And everything else is good. Perfecto. Bring the ship with us. We can admire our new neighborhood with a fresh outlook. There's a lot of greenery in that roof I don't think I knew. Until the sun's hitting it dead on. Pretty good. Oh, I missed the, oh, I must have deleted this. Hold on. There we go. I'm like, why is the roof crooked? Seems bad. Pointy and Barney. It's good. Okay, let's fill this in. Before we were so rudely interrupted by the need to go get materials. What did I do? I did planking. If you were tall wooden piece. Nope. More wood like so. And what did I do? I put a whole thing up there. Hold on. That's right, we just did these. And this cute little port window and then the pirate window. Yeah. Oh no, we did the cool one. Yeah, nice. For ventilation purposes, yeah, totally. How's that look? Pretty good. Okay, now here is where I was interrupted myself with a conversation by saying, this is a really boring wall, right? So the way to fix that is to make use. We're gonna be able to, let's do, let's stick 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. And then we're gonna use the little triangles that match the set. Like so. And then use a couple of like nonchalant. Oh, that's a perfect angle actually. That's a happy accident right there. I love it. And And then we're gonna build some little sticky outy things. Gables, I guess, is technically. Hey, nope, that needs to be up. And we could do this from the inside too, like you don't have to do it from the outside. I'm just a glutton for punishment. And we could probably have done this in contrasting wood or something. But we're just gonna go with something like that. And then we're going to use these to smooth out the bottom edges. And maybe these needed bigger beams, I don't know. You could do something like that. And even I can bring that up. That's kind of nice, actually. They don't look as heavy duty when they're further away. And it's snapping to the corners of the triangles. Right? So now we have the side of the building that doesn't look quite so boring. And then let's get up there. I have enough grass to do this. And we can either do flat roofs because nobody's going to see them, or if you match the triangles. Select that, please. Roof scaffolding. And then there is an upside down triangle for the middle. Boom. Maybe it'll go back there. Nice. You also need that. And then I'm just gonna stick a oops. I'm gonna fall off while I'm trying to stick a piece of wood up in the center of that. There we go. Not that anybody will really see it. And if you're really... I don't know that anybody will see this either, but it makes me feel better. Like, there's no overhang and it's kind of rough, but it's definitely not a boring flat wall anymore, right? Definitely looks like another house sat on top of the first one. I wonder if I should just change the pillars to wood. Hold on, let's see if this helps. I think I went in a totally different direction for this style. And we just need to embrace it. And let it go. Like, the stone balustrades are killing me. I think we can do... I don't want to lose the plants and the, like, nice whatever of the front. But let's try, maybe these. Are a little more in keeping with the whole vibe there. Yeah, that's good. Ooh, puppies go crazy. Longinus Yulanovsky. Looks cool, thanks! Sorry about the dogs being insane. I'm gonna mute for 1 second. Okay. They're still going crazy. It's cause physics is home. And they have to, like, sing a song of announcements. That's good. That's good. Okay. So we have High Street is done, the High District. With our technically 5 houses, because that one in the end is a duplex. But I think it's very fitting. Very on theme. Right? Right. How many resources do we have? I mean, it's okay. I want to try to do this district's version of a warehouse down here in this hole. But I think that also requires extending the pier before I build anything. And we do have plenty of stone. So let me just fill my pockets with that. These houses are good. I think our whole pirate village is just going to be... Plunder Bay is just going to be eclectic. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'm really happy with how that turned out, especially those little gables. It's great. With the little janky straw roofs. It's good. It's so good. Okay, this is a little more challenging, because I think we're going to have to do this from the pier. All my bright ideas. Okay, we do know... Another 4 between each set. That's not going to go down. I have done this while walking across the top of them. Thank goodness, that's a thing you can do. 1/2. And the other. Although we're losing stability as we go out here. At the very least, let's just get the 1, 2, 3. I love that it takes a really long time for the stability to go away. I like that it's not like 3 blocks. Okay, I'm gonna have to go down from here. Maybe let's build the other side, then I can look at this side. Windows and doors. All stone all the time. Oop, that is so not connected. I don't know why I'm so obsessive about the whole title control of our city here, but it seems important. Oops. Good, it's good. Okay. That should be enough for us to have an idea of where stuff is. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Go down. Yep, there it is. Nope. Nice. We're using the planks. The pier, boss, the pier. Oh, come on. Be a Gamer 7. How are you? I am good. How about yourself? What are you up to today? Playing something fun, I hope. I am building all the things. Right now, just laying out some more of the pier in our pirate town, so that we can decide where a warehouse might go. And I'm super low on supplies, so I'm kind of just trying to spend time while we wait for a shipment of wood to come in. That's sure. You know what? Let's just do the next row. The pier is not gonna have to. Don't think the pier is gonna have to support anything crazy. So I'm gonna save. Normally, I've been building perpendicular walls in between our tidal tunnels here, but I think we're gonna forego that. There we go. Next section of pier complete. But I kind of want to, like, should we do? I think the warehouse probably should just be smashed up in here. Like, I think there should be pass through, but maybe not as wide as that. So it's going to be long ways, clearly, since we're out of room over here. Also, the other funny phenomenon of making these tidal tunnels are all underneath the entire shoreline, and the crabs that spawn at night get stuck under here and follow me around while I'm building. It's hilarious. Okay, this warehouse is going to be a little less pro. Still going to be stone based. Not as big. Probably. It's like the fishing area. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably a good place. Which game is this? This is Windrose. And I am a woman. The deep voice is from years and years of smoking. Don't do that, it's bad for you. And kind of a shredded throat from that. Also singing. But yes, it's totally fine to ask. You are not the first. I'm like, have you ever heard Kathleen Turner, who was an actor in the late 80s and the 80s and 90s? She had a beautiful low voice. Okay, would we go? I think it would be 3. Mostly ramp, little stairs, potentially. I love these. Or all ramp. I need a snap point for... Yeah, this is Windrose, which is... If Enshrouded... Very similar to Enshrouded and Valheim in terms of its survival game mechanics. But it's pirates. See? Pirate. And it's very cool. Very, very cool. Oh yeah, no, it's fine. I am not worried at all about the question. I think it's more important that folks ask than be bothered by them asking. Oh, are we gonna... no, I really would like this to be on that same level. Maybe? Yes. Yes, the answer is yes. So... Why is that on a different... No, it's on the same snap points and little... Still doing a little fussing around with the building system. It is A+, golden, amazing. However, every building system requires a little bit of a learning curve, right? That's good. We were just out boarding pirate ships and taking their loot. Add stairs. Oh, yeah. Good point. Like as if... If I can get them to snap down there. Snap here. They'd be kind of, not... Janky's not the right word. I really like these. We've used these consistently on our pier building. Yeah. Go to your home. There we go. Now if I can just get... Nope. Don't go that way. Thank you. I think my favorite part is they have this like click and drag mechanic for building. Oh my god, it's so good. So good. We add ramps everywhere because, like over in our main warehouse, we go over to this section of the city. We just finished building the houses in the high district, which is kind of fun. Every house has a little alleyway because tidal, right? You want the water to flow around them, not smack into them. We just finished building our warehouse, and everything around the warehouse has ramps, right? So you can roll dollies and goods and carts and stuff up and down. And then I thought, well, every piece of the dock that goes up or down needs to have a combination. at least ramps, if not ramps and stairs. So like I'm trying to mimic over here, we do pedestrian stairs, but also ramps for all the transport. And I kind of wish they had, and then I reversed it here where the stairs were the priority, but there's still ramps on the edge. So now I'm just trying to plan out the warehouse for this side. So that's the big main shipping warehouse. This is more probably the fish market district, so less fancy, but still a functioning building. Maybe we would call this the old warehouse, whereas that one was built new and sparkly. And I do want to use some of the same building conventions. Like I like, maybe this warehouse is not closed at all. Maybe it's completely open. Like it's just protection from the weather. What do we got? I did that 5. I think I need it to be... This might make me crazy, but maybe that's fine. Alright, so we do these, and there are these really great cross roof beams. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, I'm anticipating putting columns down here. This is going to use all of our wood. Oh, 29 wood yet left. Oh no! Probably going to run out of wood. Something like that. Is it high enough? I want to make it, is that long enough? I think so. I think this is in scale for what we're doing. So if we went to floors and walls, and we said the back of the, maybe the back of the warehouse is solid. And I'm out of wood. Dude, how much wood did those use? 1. Do we have a door on the back? I feel like we should have a door on the back. And a door on the front. Okay, it's probably been long enough. Our wood supplies have come in. It's not that inclined. The dock is wheelchair accessible. That's great, longiness. That's good. We like accessibility. It's not that inclined though. You want to make an animal shelter? That looks great. That would be a good stables, I guess. Yeah, there are no, oh, there's boars. Like, there's animals you fight, for sure. Alright, we're back at main base here. My starter base to pick up the rest of our wood. Thank goodness, sir. Thank you for... Nice. Let me grab some money and I'll put another order in. They've solved the late game grind, so I don't have to go down and cut down a bunch of trees. Because I've harvested ships and stuff, I can just order wood, and in an hour, or 70 minutes, an hour and 10 minutes, that guy will deliver 500 wood. Which is kind of spectacular. Nice. It's enough to keep us going for a little bit. This is coming along swimmingly. We also need to finish putting our lanterns on all of the hangars. Warehouse district. Yeah, with a restaurant right across from the warehouse. Yes, yes. And then... I feel like maybe the ship side would be completely open. And I don't think we have to do the whole... Maybe the top would be planks. Hold on, let's do... Do we lose some cool... The cool beam effect? Not really. Still a building, right? And then the real question is, do we put big fancy doors on it? Definitely ramps. Oops, wrong button. Ramps to get in and out from this side. Although I don't know why you'd come in this direction unless that's just convenient. Now, on the other... Like, would we have the big, obnoxious metal doors on this? I think we would. I think we would. It's a warehouse, right? Oops. They just might stay open all the time. Like, we can open them inwards. But they'd be locked up at night. Sure. Okay, and then that means it is very likely it would be slightly taller than I have it so that those doors actually make sense. Meow. And we will extend our corner columns up. Well, we'll extend all the columns up. Da-da. Nice, nice, nice. I mean, it's not attractive, but it's a warehouse. Means it probably needs lights. If we were cool, what if the front had... What if the front side was covered? I think every warehouse should have some kind of covered access. Is that right? Yep. Covered storage that's not inside the building, because our shipments don't, like, sometimes they come in and out in a day. Can we put 2 of these and does it look weird? Or should we make our own? Like, I'm trying to do boardwalk, right? I think I need you to snap to the top. Yes. But does that mean I have to put a column? It means I have to put a column down the middle, so let's make our own. Not mahogany. We're doing on wood. Terrible. I'm about to use it all. Well, let's do one prototype. That's sturdy enough. What do we want? More angled? More angled like that. I think that's the better angle. Actually carrying the load of that. Something support structure. I like it. And then there would be this. Right? Would you snap, please? There we go. And let's go. There it is. Yes, yes. Covered docks. I like it. And then I'm not sure about this. I wonder if we should... Do we have something fun for windows in here? Like, would there be glass? I don't think it'd be that fancy. Nope. So what would be in the middle? Funky old ones? No. The piratey ones? Probably. But would they be offset? No. I don't know that you'd go to the trouble to have the big ones. Was trying to go for the baby ones, but they would be the thing that I did last time that I really like, which is maybe they're not windows. Maybe it's just to keep the rats and seagulls out kind of thing. Like, this is the fishing and produce warehouse. You do not want it to get stuffy in there. Oops. Uh-oh, that was a door. And I'm low on plant fiber. Let's put the door back. And the beam I deleted. Where are you? Here. Let me run and grab a plant fiber from the chest and sleep so we can see. And then I think we're gonna wrap it up here in a few minutes. It's good. Maybe some rope too. Where shall we sleep? Let's sleep in the lean-to house. Oh no, let's sleep in the guy who just sleeps in his front room. It's awesome. Our junk man with the candle dripping on us. That seems not great. Okay. Yeah, it's rough and tumble. And the hard part's gonna be roof. Why don't you want to go there? Oh, you didn't like the door in your way? Really? Rude. Yeah, that would totally be it. And the roof would be just simple planks. And probably simple stairs. Where? Out of the line of fire, sure. Floors and walls, I think we would be the janky planks. And let's go this way with them. Oop. And pray that we have enough wood. Nice. Beautiful. There may or may not be a second story. I think for now just having the roof is important. And lights. Yes, lights would be good. Also, do this, and then let's get... I think I'm gonna have to put down another campfire. Hold on. Sorry, bonfire. Are you too close? Nope. Right there. So that I can make... It's in my pocket. Not the iron and copper that I need. Iron, copper, tons of animal fat, beautiful. Two warehouses. Okay, and I think we want to put beams in here because I would like something to hang the lights from. And if we did big ones? I don't know that we need them to be that big, but... Go to your home. Go to your home. Thank you. It really does not want to place a beam when those doors are open. Oops. Do we like... I guess we like the beams coming through. Sure. At least on this side. Okay, lights. Decoration, hanging lights, only lantern we have, but I won't complain. Put them at either end of the room, maybe. Ah, it's much better. Okay, that's a terrible place, but you here, like centered on the doors. That's not great. We need a slightly smaller lantern that you can hang. Just saying. Maybe I should have put the beams across the top. Then they wouldn't look so low. Yeah, I need that to be like half the size. One hanging lantern, half the size of that. But we will use this for now. I'd say that. Maybe we'd be better off doing... It won't be cheaper. the lighting might be more realistic and less invasive. Sure. And we'll put one in the end caps. Oh, did I make that? I made that solid. That, yes, let's do that on the other side too. And then we can move this light up a tiny bit. Lovely. And fill the warehouse with warehousey things. I'm gonna kind of leave the doors open by default. I need that there. Let's do... Where's my barrels and stuff? We'll do outside for now. And then bales. Don't own any coarse fabric for this, okay? Do I have nails? No. Of course. Can I make them? I can. And then we can put really annoying stacks of barrels right in the middle of the walkway. Nice. And then crates down here. Maybe another random barrel. Or am I missing wood? Out of wood. Yeah. Secondary warehouse. Maybe those doors stay shut. Moving goods in and out. Oh, we would need the the crane, right? Which would probably be on this dock. What do we need? 10 wood. Who can do it? Hi, Dodo. I might be able to find... Sir? I want none of your shenanigans. I'm literally looking for 10 pieces of wood. Because I don't want to cut down trees. There's a reason. Because we're going to build on this island, and once you cut a tree down, it disappears. Here, Krabby. There we go. Which is why we're ordering our wood. That's pretty good. I kind of want maybe not every wall to have the ventilation. Maybe only by the doors. Get out of my bay! This is a problem. I think I need to hide campfires in the bottom of the bay. Because if we look at the map, we're actually technically our bay has Blackbeard waters. Which means things can spawn here, and they do all the time, and then they run into my docks over and over and over again. Because they're dumb. Get out. Get out. So he's just gonna go in circles. I have had to blow up sink ships to get them out of the bay. Because they're so annoying. But I think it makes it interesting. Like, it makes it very alive. So I actually don't want them to patch it out. Because it's kind of cool. I don't know. This is overkill on the... ventilation. We're going to replace it with walls, and that'll give us some more wood. Also going to put the crane here. Decoration. Where are you? Dock decoration. Yeah, I'll probably put it up. Once we have more materials, I'll put it up like I did those over there. On the other side of the warehouse, we built a little stand. Let's make our corners solid. Oh, should they be stone? This is where maybe the planking. I don't have enough wood. Okay, you're gonna be stone. Go to your home. Doesn't want to go in there, does it? There. Drag it. It will. Because the sticks are not wood, they're actually plant fiber. The other thing I love is how fast it is to tear something down and replace it. That's good. That makes sense. Because we have something similar on the other warehouse. And this one makes it look kind of old and frumpy, which is the point. We did a lot today. Ooh. Haven't quite finished decorating the inside of these 3 houses. I love our pulley. Yeah, see, we used the sticks as ventilation in here. The big warehouse, the main warehouse. It's good. And maybe they are competing companies, but I think mostly it's that's the warehouse that serves the lower end of the city, and this is the main shipping and mercantile warehouse for the bigger companies. This is where pirates go to retire, I'm telling you. And then we'll build up our open air market here for the vendors. And maybe will we make it on... I don't know whether to make it out of this stone. I kind of like the contrast. Like somebody took the time to make a travertine floor. Like we won't see that it goes this deep. And this market area is going to be huge. I think it should go back pretty far. We'll just lay the foundation. Maybe... That's pretty big, and we only have 3 vendors right now. The floors do not drag as nicely as the walls do. I haven't figured out the secret to that. There we go. That will be the new market pavilion, which makes sense that it's right across from the warehouse. And as soon as I have more wood, there might be some building here. I don't know, maybe the inn needs to go right where my workshop is. We need a tavern. Like, big tavern. Hell, maybe the tavern needs to go here next to the warehouse. Finish working at the warehouse, go in and have a drink? I don't know. We'll think about it. We'll think about the planning for Plunder Bay. But we did good today. Built quite a bit of things for a little cozy building stream in the morning. Woo! Three new houses. It's not too shabby. Thank y'all very much for joining me and hanging out today in chat while we streamed. If you enjoyed the stream, please leave a like, 'cause that helps me out and I appreciate it. And until next time, remember, you are the shiny stuff that awesome is made of. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.